Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to I Am an RV Wife. I'm Elaine, and in the last episode, I left off with how we have a shed. We live full-time in the RV. We have a shed. And I said that I would be explaining to you why we have a shed. So let's get with it, okay? Let me turn, well, no, the light's already on. Okay, good. This is my dining room, and I have, as a part of the shed, also a laundry room. All right, let me give you some information as to why, although we live full-time in the RV, we have a shed that we've converted into what you're seeing. We are a family of 12. Gary and I have 2 grown children, and our daughter has a family of 4, and our son has a family of 6. And ever since they've married, moved off, had children, every Saturday night we would gather together for supper, grilling, laughing, playing, having a good time. We are a fun, loving family. And when we made the decision to go full time, I was not ready to give up my Saturday night family gatherings. There'd be no way that we could do that in the RV. Gary and I have always had a dream of traveling in our retirement days, in our retirement years, and we wanted to make it happen, but I could not give up my weekly gathering with my family. I just couldn't do it. So when we were looking at the RVs, trying to decide which one that we wanted, and before we ever actually got to the point of looking, when we were just talking about doing this, we did a lot of talking, a lot of research, and a lot of praying. I said, okay, I'm ready to do this. Let's do it. If. And so my if was, if you will, let's get a building. We'll do all the work ourselves in converting it into a dining room and a laundry room. The RV, we'll do it. We'll do it. But I gotta have that shed. No problem, he said. No problem whatsoever. We'll do it. And so we did. I already had the farm table. Now it does have some extensions that go on each end of it, but there's not quite enough room in here for the extensions, so we had to take that off. We have had a lot of fun around this table, lots of memories through the years here. And then this is the table that the 6 grandchildren sit around. So we did the flooring, we did the paneling, the ceiling. It is insulated, the walls and the ceiling's insulated. Install the light, put an AC in here. Gary did all the wiring. We did it all ourselves, all of it. In the laundry room, I mean, it's perfect. It is just perfect. I absolutely love it. So, it all goes down to that last question from the last video is, well, what do you do with Christmas stuff and seasonal stuff and all that? Well, this is what I do with it. I have baskets on both sides. The top row, the solid gray, all of that is Christmas decoration, tree decorations, mantle, little whatnots, things of that nature. Now, the bottom here is my arts and crafts. Now, I'll talk about that in just a minute. On this side of the laundry room, both of these rows of baskets are Christmas things. I've got to make the little tags for the baskets here, but you see that Christmas knick-knack, Christmas balls, glitter ornaments, stocking ornaments. I've got everything labeled so I know what's in there. This is where my Christmas is. Now, I do put some things in the little cabinet that you see over there in the corner. All three of those drawers are filled with Christmas decor. And then the china cabinet on the bottom has the Christmas china. But for the most part, my Christmas stuff is here. Now, I am an artsy, crafty person. I love working with my Cricut, making t-shirts. That's why all these t-shirts are here, although I don't do it quite as much as I used to. And I probably will wind up getting rid of these t-shirts, but I still make for the family, for the ladies of the family, Christmas presents, the heat transfer vinyl. So I had to have a heat press, and so here's my heat press. It's just things that I could not give up. I just was not willing to give up. I do sew as well, although I don't sew quite as much as I used to. I don't sew any clothing at all. My granddaughters have gotten too old to wear the little ruffly pants and things like that, so I don't do any more sewing in terms of wearing clothes. It's limited to curtains and just craft things, that kind of stuff. So I could put the things like you see these labels. I could put these in the RV. Probably could even get rid of some of these. This one's labeled High School 73. We just celebrated our 50th high school class reunion, and I don't know that we'll have another one, but just in case, I put the things that I contributed to the memorabilia table in a basket up here. But what I was saying is I probably could get rid of some of this stuff, or at least combine it, and that might be something I do later on. I pared down considerably, believe it or not. I pared down a lot. I just couldn't let go of these things. I've got outdoor ribbon. I decorate outside for seasonal, like fall in particular, Christmas, of course, and I just could not. I was not going to stop that. Just because we live in an RV does not mean that we're not going to decorate, or I'm not going to decorate and do the things that I would do as if I were still in my house. This is my home, and I treat it as my home. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff, but I got a lot of stuff. So this is the shed, and this is a big part of our life as full-time RVers, is being able to gather with our family every Saturday night and on holidays. All right, let me point out some of the things that are over here. You know, in the other video, I talked about how in that front cubby hole, how big it was, and I had our winter clothes, 3 tubs. All right, there's 2 of the 3 tubs. And then the 3rd tub is this clear one down here. And you can see it says fishing and heavy winter clothing. All 3 of these tubs, this fall throw pillow for the sofa, my winter boots, this is a Christmas blanket, and I've got fall decor in that bag, and I think this is just some clothes. But everything that you see from here goes in that front cubby hole, along with what was already in there, which was the bag that I had the bed pillows in. And then there's enough room that I could stick, you know, I like I said earlier, it's an art. You have got to twist and turn and get it in there, but it works. It works. The reason this is out in here now is we are leaving for a trip to Kentucky and Tennessee tomorrow, and I've left all this stuff out. I didn't put it back in when we got back from Florida, because I knew we'd be leaving again, and I'm gonna go through it too and pare down a little bit more. Now these 2 suitcases and this duffel bag, they go on the RV in one of those compartments that I talked about, had the opening all the way through. So it's just so hot to be doing a lot of working outside with all this stuff. So when it cools down a little bit more, I'll pare down some more. I am so very thankful, forever grateful, and unbelievably blessed. Truly, truly. Now, let me show you some of our other storage. Let's go outside. And it is, see, I've got some bows out here. That's, some of that outdoor ribbon I was talking about. It is unbelievably hot, but it's, like I said, it is hot everywhere. This was a birthday gift. I'll throw this in real quick. This was a birthday gift to me last year. My birthday's in December. Gary ordered that, and I thought it was just the thing. Okay, this is a lean-to, which this is where we do our grilling. This is our gathering spot for Saturday night. We've got the outdoor TV, and it's a work in progress, this little area here, and I'll probably do something in another video with that. But my husband made these flags. Gary is very talented when it comes to things like woodworking. He built this part of the shed, this lean-to part. It's his shop, and we'll go in there and look at it. Now, it is filled to capacity. But folks, we just could not get rid of it. You know, we've been married for almost 50 years. We've accumulated a lot. Now, we had yard sales. I donated. I threw away. Consignment. He did the same thing. But this is things that we just could not give up. We just couldn't. Tools, things like that. So he built this onto the shop. I'll show you, this is that cushion that I was talking about that goes in the back cubby hole of the RV. It's the adult size bean bag made for the boat, and the other one's up there. They're not on the boat, or excuse me, not on the RV right now, because we took everything that was exposed to ocean water and washed it and cleaned it up, and we just haven't put it back on the boat. You know, here's another reason of it's hot, and you know, we'll do that later on. So this is Gary's shop. Now, we also have some more storage area. On the back of the shop, we have the tools. There's his butt slapper too, and it slapped our butts while we were in Steinhatchee. We've got 3 decks boxes. We had these at the house, and they're filled with things like tarps, just miscellaneous stuff. I think there's some toys in one of them, toys being things like the kids are all athletic, and they always love to play wiffle ball and things like that, so they keep stuff like that in those boxes. We bought this to use as some additional storage for his bigger tools. It's kind of messed up right now. Must be 900 degrees in here, but we keep the lawnmower and the wagon and other things in here. He's got his fishing poles, and that's the toilet that we took out of the half bath in the RV. So this is some additional storage. So that's my lawnmower, and it needs a new battery. That's what I use it. I can cut grass with it, but I use it more so with hauling things around. I attach the wagon to it, and that lawnmower we use mainly for cutting grass. But like I say, this has got to have a new battery. So this is his butt slapper too, and people have laughed at that, but it's the name that Gary and one of our grandsons came up with. That was a word that Gary would use when the kids was little. Don't make me have to butt slap you. Now this, poor pitiful this. This is a greenhouse that Gary built for me a couple of years ago for my birthday. MeMa's greenhouse. It has a tarp on it because the last windstorm that came through tore holes in the plastic, and there's stuff in there that does not need to get wet. So we put that on as a temporary fix. When things cool off, we're going to either put more plastic on it or get some of those panels, acrylic panels, and fix it in that manner. See if I can. It's not used as a greenhouse right now because I just am not into doing any planting. Anything. It's just too hot to do anything. So it's a junk room right now. I've got some tubs of stuff that one of them is a tub of plate racks. Now, why do I have a tub of plate racks? Well, my oldest granddaughter graduated high school this year, and we had a graduation party here, and I had pictures of her pre-K actually through 12th grade, and several of them I put on those plate racks, and so I'm keeping them. I'm not getting rid of them because I got 3 more grandchildren to graduate, and I'll do parties for them as well. But there are things that are associated with gardening in here. Those are some more of the bows that I'll use. I was going to use them at 4th of July, but we had just gotten back from our Florida trip, and I just didn't decorate for 4th of July. I'll use them at Christmas. They actually were some I made to use at our high school reunion. Our colors were red and white. So that is the last of the storage areas. There's our truck. That's what we use for pulling Big Red. So he's got it backed up, getting ready. This afternoon when it gets a little bit cooler, we're going to get our son to help us with getting a few things ready. Now, we won't hook it up, of course, but got to move the steps and the porch. And it's not hard to do. When he built these, Gary built the steps and the porch, and when he built them, he did it in such a way that it can be easily unscrewed. We flip the steps over and then just pull the porch out away from the RV enough that the RV steps, which I've got the blower sitting on, but the RV steps, we've got to have some clearance to be able to raise them. So my son and Gary are going to take care of that tonight. Well, that's it. This is where we live. This is our home. This is our life. And I'll go back to that word that I used in the other video, that it's just wonderful, and I truly mean that. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, push the like button, and consider subscribing. We would definitely appreciate if you were to do that. I'm new at this. Remember, keep that in mind. Bear with me. I'm sure things that I could do a better job with, and I will work on it. But do subscribe. Tell your friends about it. Thank you for watching. The Georgia Gnats are following me, so I'm going to end it with this. Again, thank you for watching, and my name is Elaine, and I am an RV wife. Goodbye.